Well, Thomas Partey and his lover have gone ahead to welcome a new band of joy, and he really went ahead to put out this news to the world or to the public when he posted it onto what we call the Insta stories. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys? I know you're watching us from, I go by the names of Rokani David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're already watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name. You can as well call me RD. 24th of January, that is it, meaning that we are left with a week to obviously cap down the month of January. Hope you guys are really doing fine and the Lord has gone ahead to do wonders for me. I think the Lord loves me and I'm really excited and I exalt him for that. For the Muslims, Barakallahu fikum, and may Allah shower you with bundles of blessings all over. Let's see, close to 100 likes. This should be 300 likes for Thomas Partey. I know Thomas Partey is one of those players that Arsenal fans really love, and he's really that person or that player that has not gone ahead to play a lot, but Arsenal fans believe they would have gone ahead to be doing better into that midfield without him. Something I really don't really refute, but the manager showed us that when he brought in Declan Rice, he was to play Thomas Partey as a right back, an inverted right back, you remember? So that raises lots of question marks as to why the person we call one of the best CDMs or midfielders in the Premier League, when another midfielder comes in through, known as Declan Rice, the manager opts for Declan Rice to play as a CDM in Thomas Partey's position. Thomas Partey is being played onto the right wing. But that's an argument for another day, because I know when I spark it off, you guys won't stop. You'll obviously get me a lot and 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 a lot. So let's obviously see what Thomas Partey went ahead to obviously put up on Instagram. He went ahead and really said the biggest blessing. Oh, yeah. The wife went ahead to post this and said the biggest blessing, and the girlfriend is known as Janine. Is it Maxon? Yeah, that's the name of the girlfriend. They went ahead to welcome their bundle of joy, and it's really great to see to it that they've gone ahead obviously welcome this, and we pray to it that it comes with a lot of blessings for Thomas Partey, because ever since he joined Arsenal, he hasn't been a happy man, because he's not the kind of player who has gone ahead to disappoint Arsenal. Every time Thomas Partey has been available, he has been really pivotal and integral in that midfield of Arsenal, but injuries have gone ahead to halt his consistency at the club of Arsenal, and this is the band of joy they've gone ahead to get him through. And you saw to it that even Thomas Partey went ahead to share this onto his Instagram after the girlfriend went ahead to post this, and it was really very, very, very important. I remember stories that came in through when Thomas Partey had just gone ahead to obviously get in the girlfriend. You remember the saga that was on Snapchat when the other girlfriend or ex was trying to obviously blackmail Thomas Partey. And remember, Thomas Partey missed out on the trip of Arsenal to Germany. You know, that season they brought in Gabriel Jesus, Zinchenko, who else? They brought in close to how many players? Zinchenko, Fabio Vieira, Marquinhos. They brought in like 5, because even that's when the American goalkeeper Matt Turner went ahead to obviously come in through, Arsenal having gone ahead to sign him in January. So after missing that pre-season session in Germany, it was later confirmed that he traveled with Arsenal in the US, and he went ahead with bodyguards. That is it. So it was really very funny story, but finally it has gone ahead to work out for Thomas Partey, and this is Thomas Partey and the girlfriend trying to obviously lock their lips, you know. So that is the girlfriend of Thomas Partey, and they're trying to lock their lips, and they've gone ahead to welcome a baby girl, I think. So the girlfriend is known as Jenny Maxon, and they gave birth to a baby girl, and congratulations to the Partey family. Can I really get you the reactions coming in through from let me try to get you the reactions coming in through from Thomas Partey and the people as well. They're saying, let me first get you some reactions, right? of Thomas Partey and how the fans of Arsenal have gonna hate obviously react to this. I think you want to get some comments in and see how people have gonna hate to react. Now, let's see. First and foremost, we are having a Sekata Koya time to coast away with the league now, all right? So he's like telling him now, after getting in that baby girl, it's time to come in for duty and get online and get everything done and dusted. That is it. Then pray for Liverpool. That is Simi, praying for Liverpool. It's that Liverpool might get annihilated at the Emirates, because the next Premier League game Arsenal is playing is going to be at the Emirates. After Arsenal plays away at Nottingham, they're hosting Liverpool. Then Don Andrews says, screenshot this. All right, that is it. And we are having Ande. He's saying, if we can stay healthy, I think we can push City and Liverpool to the very end. Something that people, one of the things I'm going to hate to understand that Arsenal fans are obsessed with is that they believe Thomas Partey can be pivotal into their league season. And I really get what Ande is saying, that if he can stay fit and healthy, I really understand. But that is one of the things that Thomas Partey has failed to do ever since he signed for Arsenal in 2020. Ever since then, he has never gone ahead to be available every time the team wants him. So that's a myth, Then Utenikang, how convenient. Blood awaited for Ghana to be chased away from the AFCON. So when I see that comment, I obviously come out and really take me to Ghana. Now, Ghana's going to hate to sack their manager. It's all about their bad performances down in the African Cup of Nations, and their manager is known as Chris Higton. You remember him at Newcastle, and he has gone ahead to see to it that his team has been really knocked out. All they waited for was for the game of Algeria and Mauritania. The moment Mauritania went ahead to beat Algeria, then it turned tables, because they couldn't obviously make it with 2 points. And the only team that has few points that can make it to the last 16, I think, remains Ivory Coast. But Ghana, having gone ahead to lead Mozambique by 2-0, and Mozambique went ahead and leveled that game, it was really very hard for him to survive. You remember fans of Ghana confronting the manager at the stadium when that game of football had ended, and you saw how the journalists went ahead to react after Ghana went out like that. Very, very, very annoying. And one will say they miss Thomas Partey. But when you look at the group where they are, Egypt, Mozambique, and Cape Verde, I think Ghana would have gone ahead to do the needful. Ghana played their first game in this group and lost to Cape Verde by 2-1. When you look at that entire side of Ghana and the players they're really having, you ask yourself, what should the manager be doing? Sometimes managers are really played a victim, but to me, I think it's beyond the manager. It's beyond the manager. These players need to put in the hard work. If I'm the president of the FA, before I sack the manager, I have to first call in stats for every player. Ghana versus Cape Verde, what were the stats? What were the stats? Tackles, interceptions, the intensity. How did we play? Sometimes it's not all about the manager. It's all about the team. You ask yourself, if Ghana was leading Mozambique by 2-0, how come Mozambique came back and leveled that game to see to it that Ghana failed to get 3 points? Those are things that African federations have not gone ahead to look at. Sometimes they need to phase out certain players. You need to accept that certain people should go away, like Ayu, the senior Ayu who has a bald head. The young one, they can keep him around, but he should go. They should build a new team. When you look at a team like that of Angola, that's going to hit to top the group that had Algeria, and Algeria was also really knocked out yesterday. They went ahead and really had, I think it was in what year? 2012. I think African Cup of 2009, 2011. You get that African Cup of Nations. These teams made it sure that, I think it was the African Cup of 2010 that was hosted by Angola, if at all I'm not mistaken, when they had Manucho and very many other players, So that team went ahead to phase out. And when the team phased out, Angola was off the football scene on the African market. You all understand? And they spent some seasons without qualifying for the African Cup of Nations. But returning, This time round, they've gone ahead to return with a much better team. If you've gone ahead to see them and how they've gone ahead to play, you know, in this African Cup of Nations, they've been one of the best teams I've gone ahead to see play the beautiful game of football. And trust me, the round of 16 is going to be really huge. And after today, the draws will be done tomorrow, and we'll get to know who is facing who on the round of 16 of the African Cup of Nations. But Ghana is in deep shit, and I think even if they had Thomas Partey, they wouldn't get out of this group because the team is disjointed. The team is disjointed. Very, very, very disjointed. And the return of Muhammad Kudus really gave them a breather. But trust me, he really couldn't do this alone. He couldn't really do this alone. And it's sometimes the players to blame and partially the manager. So guys, your thoughts on Thomas Partey welcoming his band of joy are welcome in the comment section below. What do you make about Ghana sacking their manager after the AFCON exit? May the living to God bless you abundantly. Rokani David remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later. And we thank you for watching in. And for the Muslims, Barakallahu Fikum. Bye-bye.